As far as I see it, there are two basic tenets of a parliamentary democracy. The first one is that power should not be concentrated in one particular office or in one particular sphere of government, that is the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. Power must be equally dispersed, and each one should be a check and balance on the other. The other point I think about a parliamentary democracy is that elections are the basic mechanism of choice and change that the people have to decide on who should govern them, or if those who are governing them should be changed. And therefore, elections are a fundamental process that bolsters democracy in any country. Now, currently in Sri Lanka, we have three levels of government. We have the national level of government, we have the provincial, and we have the local level of government. However, we don't have elections. The argument with regard to the national level of government is that, yes, everything that has been done so far is legal, but is it legitimate? Mr. Wickremesinghe was the only member of his party in Parliament. He was voted in as president by Parliament, absolutely legal, no questions about it, by basically the party of Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa. Now he has assumed the full executive powers. He can't have a presidential election, but he can have a national election. The current parliament was voted in August 2020. It has lost its mandate, as indeed the 6.9 million people who voted for Gotabaya Rajapaksa lost their mandate. So there is the argument for elections there. In addition, we know that for the last 5 or 6 years, we haven't had provincial council elections. In addition to that, we don't even have local government elections, which now have been twice postponed within this year on account of the security situation in the country, on account of not having money in the country. Now, we all know that the government does not want to face the people until it can bring the economic situation in particular to a particular point where there will not be dissent and criticism. But the demands of democracy at the end of the day lie in the hands of the people, on the ability of the people, their conviction, their commitment to ensure that basic democratic processes are met. What is happening in Sri Lanka is that all the power of the executive is now with the office of the president. There is no power sharing, there is no dispersal of power. It is all with the president, and that is fundamentally corrosive of our democratic norms and procedures. And that is something that we should change.